How's it going, guys? It's Najam. Welcome back to another video. Now, I'm not going to call this a review because I've not been having a good experience with this capture card. I'm just going to talk about my experience using this on Linux. Now, before we get onto that, let's talk about some of the things that are obvious. Now, this is a UVC compliant capture card, which means video for Linux drivers will work with this because it comes up as just a camera, a webcam. Now I actually do have a webcam that is also UVC, is USB 2 and it works without a hitch. It's no problem. In fact, every other device that I've used that is UVC except the Logitech StreamCam, they all work really well. In fact, they work flawlessly. Now that does include this cheap capture card which I reviewed a while back, and I've actually been using this as well. But I bought this Cam Link as an upgrade because the quality on this capture card is much better, and the quality from this is actually amazing. It's basically the same as using pipe wire screen capture. It looks exactly the same from my experience, and that means this is basically perfect image quality. It's not using motion JPEG, so it's not compressed. It's using YUI and the other stuff, so it looks very nice. I can't really find anything to complain about in terms of the audio quality and also the video quality. Now I just want to talk about the audio and the video quality briefly. So this does have 88 milliseconds of delay on the video, so you're gonna have to offset that, but the audio comes through in real time, so you can watch. If you're using a HDMI splitter, you can actually time it, and on the display the audio will be in real time. But in the recording, if you use the audio as well as the video from this, it's going to be out of sync. But I'm going to just cut to the chase to talk about what my problem is with this capture card. Now, all the other videos I've seen, they don't really talk about much use on Linux, except that it's UVC, it's gonna work perfectly fine, blah blah blah. But hardly anybody really tests it properly, and I've been using it, and to be honest with you, I can't really use it because it is completely unusable. I mean, you can probably get it to work in a way, but I don't think there is a way, because this just drops a connection from the USB port. Like, it literally, I don't know what the problem is. I've tried it with multiple USB ports, USB hubs as well, powered USB hubs. I've tried it from a powered HDMI splitter as well as unpowered one. I've used adapters. I've plugged it directly into each port on the laptop, directly into it, and same performance. Now it does record for about, it really depends on how long it goes for, because sometimes it goes for just 3 seconds and then it drops out. Sometimes it goes for 8 minutes. 15 minutes, and the longest I've had from this is going for about 27 minutes, and then it just drops out. It simply stops working, and it doesn't matter what I'm recording, whether it's a console, whether it's a PC, it doesn't matter at all. And honestly, it's just very annoying, because when you're streaming or when you're recording, you can't really have this go out, because then you have to stop the whole recording and then start it again. In this case, what I have to do is close OBS, unplug this, plug this back in, open OBS up again, and then select it manually to get that back up, and then it starts working for a bit until again obviously it drops out. Now you can use a command to do a USB reset, which is the same as unplugging and then plugging it back in, but I'm going to be honest here, I don't recommend this at all, because it is completely, from my experience, unusable on Linux. It does work with Windows with their own drivers and stuff, so I'm assuming that's not much of an issue. But I will say one thing: there have been some users who report the same thing on Windows. It drops out, but it is less of an issue on Windows, because it just gets hooked in and then it works for longer. But from my experience, it's just not been good. So I have ordered the EasyCap 331, which is basically like a knockoff of this, and I hope that one, at least from my experience, at least Chinese company stuff, while they not be as good as quality wise, they at least are more reliable on Linux. So I'll have a review of that coming up, so make sure you check that out. If you do have any questions about this, ask me in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in another video.